blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses, or say Yabsakwadie of TRC, Ghana, coming your way with the continuation of our exposés, testimony, new world disorder. Before we begin, we want to welcome each other by saying Akwaba, Akwaba, Allen, Sahalen, Shagitam, welcome, Ngandoni, Benvindo, you are welcome, Kuso, Diwo, Tusanyisenyo, Okukulaba, Mauya, Mingalaba, Boye, Malamo, Karebo, Ekabo, no, o San de Zua, Enkwan de Hena, Mitash, Duburo, Pezaluvat, Bine I Vinit, Barigalus, Vita Iche, Ayubon, Dobridoya, Velkommen, Estan, Hozot, Walan, Aluman, Bienvenue, Bienvenido, Namaste, Swagitam, Kush, Hamadid, Baruch, Haba, Marahaba, Wanyong Haminida, Wanying, Nyejeko, Anime, Nyejeko, We Zolo, Novio, Miawezo, Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Testimony New World Disorder is the program through which we get to know what is happening to Ghana, America, humanity, and the nations of the world in these times of global deception, delusion, and willful lies that are made up by some of the very people that we trust to be there for humanity and the nations of the world, and yet have chosen to be the very people that have continued to deal with us by willful lies, deception, and delusion. And having brought your nation, my nation, and the nations of the world to this total global man-made Jacob's trouble, total global helplessness. But we know, and we are not ignorant, that their ulterior agenda being pursued against humanity and the nations of the world is not just no longer an agenda of going about the nations of the world and destroying lives and wars. And no, they have stepped up by seeking to take over your soul, my soul, the souls of the human race, and lead you to perpetual damnation in hell. That is what they are pursuing. And all that we have been seeing for almost 2 decades now, for 17 years now, they are all the wings of the evil pursuit by wicked minds in Ghana, with this US undercover agent and their cronies in America, their pursuit against the human race. The wings thereof is what we are. The winds are what we are seeing in the nations of the world. So it is time for you to make up your mind as to whether you would let the soul takers take over your soul and lead you to damnation in hell, or you yield your soul over to the maker of your soul, the owner of life, that after life here on earth you would enjoy with him in glory in eternity. I have made my personal decision. Nobody can make this decision for you. You ought to make it yourself. And the time is now. There is no time to delay. Therefore, I want to commend to you Christ Jesus, my Lord, who is the Savior and the owner of my soul. I want to commend him to you without an iota of shame and of fear. For I know that with him there is always glory in the end. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Blessed ones, we are most grateful together by this program as well. We get to receive some divine guide, divine direction, and divine insight, that we may know what to do in these times of global wickedness, global evil, global lies. So we are most grateful to God for that. Akwaba to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Humanity and the nations of the world. This edition that we are receiving is a very special edition that we are receiving on this channel, Testimony New World Disorder. They are dedicated to Grace Ohima Sarkodie and Elizabeth Sarkodie, my 2 tortured and abducted children. So let's bear in mind they are coming for in dedication to these two tortured and abducted children. Humanity and the nations of the world. You know, we would want to acknowledge and recognize that I've been about 3 months in Ghana. I came to Ghana in April 27th, 2022. We are in August now. However, because of the intense terror, torture, and persecution against me in Ghana by my arch enemy, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, his tribalist, and the wicked government of Joe Biden of the White House, we would realize that we haven't been able to exhibit behind us the scenes that we have always seen behind us for years, over a decade now, in these exposés. But however, God has made a way for us on this 14th of August 2022 for us to exhibit the faces of the saints, which is a symbol of the truth and the fact that humanity is dealing with an issue, in this very case, an issue which borders on the entire human race. God himself is touched by this evil pursuit. And therefore, the entire human race is at stake. Blessed ones, thank God that by His grace, we have been able to exhibit the symbol of the truth that humanity is in a challenge which borders on every single nation of the world and the entire human race. So, Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World, Disorder. Blessed ones, let's get some understanding as to why this special edition. This special edition is coming on this 14th of August 2022. For the fact and the truth that eleven years ago, this arch enemy of mine and his new terrorists who operate on the soil of Ghana and in America to trouble his own nation, Ghana, and humanity. This arch enemy of mine, together with the dangerous US undercover agent, evil political minds in America, some wicked diplomatic minds in America, and their cronies in Ghana, evil religious minds made the decision 11 years ago that this innocent child that we see, her name is Grace Ohima Sarkodie. Her sister's name is Elizabeth Sarkodie. That 11 years ago, when this innocent child had not attained 2 years yet, she had not attained 2 years. Europe, let's hear this. America, let's hear this. Africa, Asia, Australia, and the nations of the world. She was not even 2 years old And yet, this evil woman plotted with this political evil mind of Ghana, diplomatic forces in America, political forces in America, religious forces, and their counterparts in Ghana. To get the father of the innocent child assassinated, murdered, killed, lynched on the soil of Ghana. Did you hear that? They planned to murder the father of the innocent child when she was less than 2 years old. Because of her love for money, she pursued that evil. Before that, such evil had been pursued against my life since 2006, until this innocent child came into this world. God gave her to me on the 14th of August 2009. 14th of August 2009. Humanity and the nations of the world, Akufo to the program Testimony Evil Disorder. From 2009 to 2019. That's how many years? 10 years. From 2019, 20, 21, 22. 13 good years of evil by diplomatic powers, religious powers, political powers who operate in America and their counterparts in Ghana. Have done this evil of seeking the father of this innocent child and her sister, seeking my innocent life to destroy. And the God of heaven had told them, you don't have that power and the right to. No matter how many times you have made evil decisions for innocents of the nations of the world, their lives to be destroyed. This time, you have hit the rock of ages. You have erred. And you have no power, you have no right to destroy the life of this African. Humanity and the nations of the Akufo to the program Testimony Evil Disorder. This is the 13th birthday of Grace Ohima Sarkodie, whose father was sought to be killed by Nana Addo Akufo, the new terrorist of Nana Addo Akufo, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Ban Ki-moon, evil minds in America and their counterparts in Ghana. But by the grace of God, the African continue to live. By the evil pursuits, my precious people of Ghana have continued to be killed. Because these evil minds have said to themselves that they know not to cease from their evils. When they make decision to destroy nations, they don't go back on it. They just carry it on to destroy innocent life. So they have decided that I should be killed. And therefore they cannot go back on it. And the God of heaven is telling them that, you know, you did not seek my counsel as to whether you own the life of this African. You own life itself. And you have the power to kill him. You did not seek my cancer. And therefore, it is not my cancer. And you don't have the power to kill this African. So the decision that you have made, it shall bring the entire nations of the world, it shall bring the whole world to a total end. If you don't cease your evil against humanity that you are pursuing at the expense of this African. Humanity and the nations of the world. 2006. Up till now, 17 good years. Let's see the state that these evil pursuers have brought the world to. Total helplessness. But because they know not to cease this from evil, they would rather prefer that the whole of the human race perish than to cease from the domination that they are pursuing against the human race. So God says, all right, I remember this in the history of our world. There was a wicked king that I told him, you know, because of my people, I will harden your heart to be so wicked, just that it gives me the opportunity to punish your evil the more. It is in the Bible. So, blessed ones of the nations of the world, the good news for us is your soul is not owned by the soul takers. Your life is not owned by any human being, whether politician, diplomat, religious, or whoever they are. God made your life and owns your life, and is never giving your life over to the soul takers. It is the same pursuers of evil who were so wicked. Joe Biden, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, who had no regards for the house of God. They planted this undercover agent in the house of God in a set-up marriage to me, and have brought unthinkable problems upon the earth. Yet, the same evil forces decided that they would set up the Islamic world, the Judaist world, the Christian world against each other. That we burn up, we get destroyed, we fight each other. So they set up a Christian, an Israeli, a Muslim in the same roof, under the same home, that we battle each other and destroy each other's life. God help me. My soul escaped. I am here in Ghana. Oscar Bodu Ibodu and my sister Shiloh Johnson ought to be rescued from the trap that they've been set into, because the evil minds know not to cease from evil. That which they did in 2006, December 9th, set up marriage, resulting in unthinkable problems upon the nations of upon America, Ghana. They have decided to repeat it, and things got so bizarre between Oscar and Shiloh Johnson, the Christian and the Muslim, to the point that the brutal battle had to result in the loss of a child, bleeding of the pregnant woman to lose the child. Ghana, America, and the nations of the world, humanity, Israel, Palestine, Christians, Muslims, Jews, all of us, whether we worship or not, in the nations of the world, it is time for us to rescue the death trap that has been set for Oscar and Shiloh Johnson, that they perish not at the hands of the global evil forces. It is not the counsel of God that whether we be Christians or Jews or Muslims, whoever we are, whichever religious body that we belong to, that we battle and destroy each other. It is wicked minds who set us up against each other that we might destroy our lives. Brother Oscar, I love you. Sister Shiloh Johnson, I love you. I love you all. And I want to tell you that life is more precious. An innocent child's life has been destroyed. Those that are playing you against each other, they are not human beings. They have no human conscience. They have done this evil to my innocent children before. Almost 15 years now. Their intent is to kill, to steal, and to destroy your lives. Treasure each other's life and redeem your souls from the hands of the wicked forces. Elizabeth and Grace, Daddy is alive. Let's go to the next expose to see what to do. God bless you. And God bless my homeland Ghana. We are rescuing Oscar, the precious Muslim, and we are rescuing the precious Judeans, the Israeli. God bless us. Bye-bye.